Hello there, Ben. Okay, thanks for getting this essay correction. Let's just have a look and see where we are going right and what we can improve. So there is a rising debate. No, serious debate is probably the best way to start this. Serious debate is almost a collocation. Whether global trading, we don't want to be talking about global trading. That's, excuse me. That's not the essay. The essay should be about international marketing. Global trading is something different, so this would negatively affect your task response score. So let's see, there's a serious debate whether global marketing has negative impacts on nations, or even better, has a negative impact on nations as it invades their culture and economy. Comma. Yeah, we can't say this. If we're using weather, we need to put two different opinions. We can't use two conjunctions. So we'd say, whether global marketing has negative impacts on nations, or if it's a necessity for exchanging language, culture, and ideas. Because if we put as here, then, we've basically incorrectly written that sentence. So you need to review the use of as and whether. Okay. Also, be careful about taking words directly from the question, because you won't get any points. It says it would try to discuss both views and draw an opinion. Good. Don't say try. We can just delete this. This essay will discuss both views using examples from, Japanese goods and country uniqueness to demonstrate points and prove opinions. This sounds much better because this is empty and it sounds really generic for your... It can go into any essay and the examiner knows this. Okay? Overseas marketing. No, that's not the best synonym of international marketing. It can have some pitfalls for the host country. Okay? Namely, it can threaten the native state identity by abolishing the cultural diversity that flavors the world. Okay, so we're talking about the country or the world. So we need to get the subject clear and consistent. Okay. We need to check the spelling. And also, probably need to soften it down a little bit. This is the topic sentence, so it can be kind of generic. Not generic, but a little bit more general. And then we build the argument up with supporting sentences here. And if possible, include an example, which I'm not so sure if we have yet. Just to imagine the whole world, markets become identical all over the globe. We don't need the two there, just imagine. Okay, but this is too direct. We need to be writing in a more academic style, not in the spoken English style. Okay, comma, this would, because we're hypothetically talking, this would make each country uniqueness obsolete, full stop. We can't say go obsolete. Another point is that the national industry and economy can be affected massively. How can we need to explain these points? We can't sort of like just say it and then move on to another one. We need to back up and build a solid, coherent argument. Okay? It can decrease the traditional marketing. This consequently negatively affects society. Okay. We need to put negative in there because we're arguing against the effects. So we need to make sure that it negatively affects, make it clear. On the other hand, globalization of the markets can carry lots of positive experiences to the receiving country by improving the economy, education and culture. Good list. Very good list there. Establishing international companies in a country, more job offers are available with high standards and more demands for international skills. Very good. This is much, much better. Okay, but still, we're not talking about globalization. We should be talking about international marketing. So we need to jump on Wikipedia and review this. Okay. So let's see. Establishing more jobs. Okay, yeah, we've done that. And the skills and languages to have these jobs. Good. In addition, this constitution can be a way for multicultural contact. It's importing others, Saxon genitive here. Ideas, traditions, and costumes and customs maybe, which is a good way of interchanging the experience between nations. E.g. Japanese goods can be found in the Middle East, which is a good way of spreading cultures and ideas. Good. Excellent. That's a good example, and we need to put examples into our body paragraphs, because that's how we're going to use some good vocabulary, some specific vocabulary, which helps you score points. So well done there. Just be careful about repetition. In conclusion, despite international marketing having some cons, these are outweighed by the pros, which I strongly believe benefit the country and the world. Okay, would be a better way to finish this. Also, you need to review your use of conjunctions. Okay, because more than once you've used them incorrectly. Okay, but good essay, very good. We need to work on coherence and cohesion. We need to possibly definitely improve your grammar, possibly work on your vocabulary, make it sound a little bit more academic. Now, if you want to continue improving, have a look at the links I send you. During December, it will be me correcting the essays, so you'll be getting me training you, giving you lots of feedback. I think the sentence guide would be perfect for a student like you, because it's like a really easy structure for building paragraphs, which I think would definitely benefit you. So if you want to carry on improving and getting more feedback, have a look at those links, and I'll also give you a free audio book of the course if you get it in the next 24 hours. Okay, all the best.